Kitty cat says hello. Alright, you ready for the September TBR? Alright. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Bean here, and today I'm coming at you with the next round of my TBR game. So it is going to be September's round. We're going to start by putting the prompts that I have read in the month of August back onto the board. And then we'll see where we're at. I have decided there is going to be a punishment. If I don't read a prompt, there will be an additional book added. So as of now, there will be 3 books at least added to my pull pile. So there's going to be 9 card draws today. But first, let's put the cards back, okay? So the first prompt I get to add back is a new to me author. I read a couple of these actually this month, so that's pretty good. So this is going to go back in my little cup. Cards can come out. This is going to go back in my cup. And then I read an unplugged book box book this month as well. That's going back in. I read an essay collection this month. That one's going to go back in. I did read an adult fantasy. It wasn't the one I originally planned on, but I did read an adult fantasy. And I also read a YA fantasy. So, at least I'm like 90% sure that Delicious in Dungeons is a YA. But yes, so I did read that. So those are all being added back in. There are 3 prompts I still have not gotten. So we're going to add those in. But now, back on here, we're going to add one of these prompts, because I have quite a few in here, several in here. I'm going to start adding them back in, and then the cards will go back in the deck, and we'll be all set. So the first one I'm adding back on is the Ace of Diamonds, and we're going to put Callie pick on there. So Callie, if I text you, you're going to pick a book for me. So there. The next one that we're going to add on is the 10 of Diamonds. I feel like I should be doing this like right in front, so we'll just do this. Why do you look so morose, Lana? Alright, and then it's going to be a YA fantasy I'm putting back on. So 10 of Diamonds, YA fantasy. Then we've got the King of Diamonds. Picking out lots of the same ones again. We've got an unplugged book box pick. Alright, we've got then the Queen of Clubs. Oh boy. Before 1900 pick. Man, need more of those. And then a 3 of Spades. New to me author. Reread, essay collection, and adult fantasy are the ones that I did not pick. What was that one? 3 of Spades. Alright. So there's still 3 empty spaces on my board for the 3 prompts I did not complete. And Lana just ran out, so if you heard that, yeah, that was the kitty cat. Alright, let's shuffle the cards back into the deck. And let's get going. So, like I said, I have 3 extra picks, so I have a total of 9 cards that I will be drawing this month, or for September. So, let's shuffle them in. All right. Starting with draw number 1. What is this? Can you see? Is the 4 of Clubs. 4 of Clubs, you say. Alright, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha 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 ha. Alright. So this is a thriller / horror novel, and I have the perfect one for this. I just got this book. So let me go grab it quick. Alright, and the book that I am picking for this prompt is It's Behind You by Catherine Foxfield. So this is a book that I actually got off of TikTok, and it is a thriller that follows 5 contestants must spend the night in the dark and dangerous Umber Gorge caves, haunted by a ghost known as the Puckered Maiden. Whoever lasts until morning wins £10,000. As the television producers ramp up the fright, secrets start to be revealed. These teenagers have hidden motives for taking part of the show, and could one of them be a murderer? So this was recommended to me, like I said, on TikTok. Someone I follow on there, and I can't remember her name, and I feel really bad. But she was talking about Catherine Foxfield as an author, and this was the book she recommended starting with. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'm actually quite excited. This is a thriller. That's basically what I know. So, yep. All right, draw number 2. The Jack of Hearts. All right, Jack is third from the bottom. Hearts, right here. 1, 2, 3. All right, Jack of Hearts, I got romance. All right, for romance, the book that I am going to be reading is going to be Flirtosaurus by Erin Malone. Erin Malone was an author from Apollycon, and this is basically a romance between an archaeologist and an astronomer, and Callie just read it and just said it was super cute, and I'm super excited. This is a 3-book series. I did talk about it in one of my last videos, but it's about a archaeologist, and right there I want to read it. So yeah, this is the one I'm going to go with. Draw number 3. We've got the 8 of Clubs. I have such a sprinty cat right now. Still recording, okay. 8 of Clubs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, interesting. All right. This one is a podcast wreck. Sorry, my camera died. All right. So, draw number 3 got me a podcast wreck. And I'm pushing it a little bit, but this is a book I know I've heard about from podcasts, so I'm going to go with that for now, and that's The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I'm sure I heard about this on the Book Riot podcast, because I know I've heard about this before on a podcast. I'm pretty sure it's Book Riot, but this one also may change depending. I don't know a lot about this one. It's a space adventure story. It's apparently got a lot of heart. So, space opera, first book in a series. Yeah, that's what I know about it, so yes. Draw number 4 is the 5 of Clubs. Alright, all the clubs apparently today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. TBR Veteran. This is where we show all of my TBR vet. This is where we show my shame. Alright, so actually for this one, I'm going to go with the book that was on my TBR last month that I didn't end up reading, and that is Capture the Crown by Jennifer Estep. This is the first book in the Gargoyle Queen romance. She writes a lot of really badass female main characters in fantastical worlds, and I believe this is a gargoyle romance, and that is what I know about it. So I have the first and the second book in the series, and yeah. I'm intrigued, I'm interested, I would like to read it, please. 4 and number 5. Alright, we've got the 7 of Hearts. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alrighty. Ooh. So we've got a standalone. Standalone. Interesting. So, for the standalone book, I am going to read After She Wrote Him by Sulari Gentile. I read The Woman in the Library by Sulari Gentile this past month, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And my first thought after finishing the book was I need to buy everything she's written. So I bought this book, and now I want to read it. This is about an author who writes a character, and he ends up coming to life, and she writes, I loved The Woman in the Library, I really did, and I'm very excited to see what else she has, so I'm going to read this one. It is a standalone, it's a mystery, And it is actually blurbed by Dean Koontz, so that's exciting. 4 more! 6. So this is the Two of Diamonds. Alright. 1, 2. 5-star prediction. So we've got the 5-star prediction for this. Alright, so this is going out on a complete limb, and I very well may hate myself for picking this book. Yeah, I might. But I'm going with a library book that I just took out not long ago, and that is Empire of Silence by Christopher Ruccio. I think I'm gonna love this book. It is Space Gladiators. The first book in a series, in the Sun Eater series. Basically, this guy is a gladiator, and then he's accused of destroying a planet, or destroying the sun, I believe. Yeah, of destroying the sun, casually annihilating 4 billion human lives, even the Emperor himself, against Imperial orders. Problem is, he's being falsely accused, and he's basically like, no, I was gladiatoring. Wasn't me, and now he's got to go prove his innocence. I don't know why, but I do get 5-star vibes from this book for me. Also, it's huge. So we'll see. But for some reason, I have a feeling I'm going to love this. I really do, and I don't know why. But I think I'm gonna love it. So, going out on a complete limb here for this one. This may be completely wrong, but I'm really excited to read this. First 6 draws are done. Now we have 3 more. Alright. The 4 of Spades. 1, oh, I'm too high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we got a POC rep. People of Color rep here. I'm going to read The Conductors by Nicole Glover. The sequel to this book just came out. This is a story of magic and murder set in the aftermath of the Civil War. Deals with the Underground Railroad. So I got this one in an unplugged book box, and I'm actually very, very excited to read it. It sounds very interesting, and I'm very sad I haven't gotten to it yet. But I do think this one also sounds like, I haven't heard many people talking about it, unfortunately, so I'd like to change that. That would be great. So, yeah, this one. And this is, I believe, her debut. Yeah, this is a debut novel as well, so that's even more exciting. 2 more! Oh boy. Ooh, we've got the King of Hearts. Yes, my kings have glasses. This one! Ooh. Oh. Okay. This is an Instagram pic. So, when I created this board, I was a lot more active on Instagram. I hardly do anything on Instagram anymore. But we're going to grab the phone. Alright, so we're going to head onto Instagram. Yeah. Okay, and oh goodness gracious. Y'all loaded? We're good. Alright. We're gonna go with the first book that I see that I own. I'm not gonna look in the backgrounds. This is gonna be main pictures. I don't have any of those. I've read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Ooh, City of Dusk. City of Dusk or The Poppy War. I have those too. Ooh, all of the books. Oh, there's so many. But I think I'm going to have to go with The City of Dusk, because for me, that was actually the first one I saw. So, City of Dusk it is. Oh, I should have picked smaller books. These are all very, well, not all of them. Fleur de Swords is going to take me an afternoon. But these are big books. City of Dusk by Tara Sim. I've actually been wanting to read this book, too. And I think this was actually on a TBR for a while. Or currently on a TBR. I don't actually, no, I just filmed with it. So Tara Sim is an author I have read before. I didn't finish, but I started the Timekeeper series. I will have to reread that at some point. This is about a world of 4 different realms. We have life, death, light, and darkness, and they all center on this in the City of Dusk. However, the gods have abandoned them, and the basically next in line for heirs to the divine power have decided to stand up and start a rebellion against the gods in order to try and take their city back. This is the first book in a series. I talked about this briefly in my last video, but I'm intrigued, and it's a chonker, but I am still very intrigued by it. Last draw! Ooh, another face card. We got the Jack of Spades. Third from the bottom, on the end here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We've got a new, I don't know if you can see, a new release. A new release. And that's The Murder of Mr. Wickham by Claudia Gray. This is exactly what it sounds like. It is Jane Austen meets Agatha Christie. Literally is how it's advertised. Basically, Mr. Knightley and Emma, from Emma, are throwing a house party, bringing together distant relatives and new acquaintances, characters beloved by Jane Austen fans. Definitely not invited is Mr. Wickham, whose latest financial scheme has netted him an even broader array of enemies. As tempers flare and secrets are revealed, it's clear that everyone would be happier if Wickham got his comeuppance. Yet they're all shocked when Wickham turns up murdered, except, of course, the killer hidden in their midst. It's a bunch of Jane Austen characters solving a murder mystery, and I need to read this because I'm so curious about it, and it sounds like so much fun. So, this is on my list. It's also technically a romance between, I believe, between the daughter of Catherine and Henry and the son of the Darcy's eldest son. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I want to read this book. This book just sounds like so much fun. So this is going on my TBR. It's a little late. It's not that new of a new release, 'cause I think it came out in the middle of May, but I'm counting it. The only other book I'll probably end up reading this month that is also a new release is Babel, because who's not going to read Babel this month? So, yes. All right. This is my TBR for the month of September. It's not too bad. There's some bigger books on there, and I've kind of gone out on a limb. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that's what I got for you guys here today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, now is the perfect time to give it a thumbs up and to hit that subscribe button down below. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. And hit that subscribe button down below. We post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and the occasional Sunday. And if you want to be reminded when we post these videos, hit the little bell icon down below. Now, until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep reading. Bye!